here we have the two lateral ventricles. Okay, here's the right lateral ventricle and here's the left lateral ventricle. Again, you don't need to name right and left, but you do need to know the lateral ventricles. These are found in the right hemisphere and left hemisphere of the cerebrum. Next, we get to this ventricle right down here. It looks like a chicken head. Okay, I have my fingers through the eye of the chicken head. Everybody see that? Okay, it looks like a chicken head. Okay. So that is going to be known as the third ventricle. The way to know that it's the third ventricle is lateral, lateral, 1 and 2. You don't have to call them 1 and 2. You just call lateral ventricles 1 and 2. And then the third one ventricle that you see is called the third ventricle. And then last, when you get down here at the very bottom, this is called the what? Fourth ventricle. Does it make sense? Now remember, CSF is going to be flowing from the lateral ventricles to the third ventricle, from the third ventricle to the fourth ventricle. Once it goes down the fourth ventricle, it then goes down the center of the spinal cord. And what do we call that hole in the center of the spinal cord? Central canal. That's the central canal. So not only is it going to flow in the center of the brain and center of the spinal cord, it's also going to flow outside of the brain and outside of the spinal cord. And we're going to name that location in our next set of meetings. Okay? Okay, that's it.